Hey, hi guys. This is Manish. I am part of Cosmos DB engineering team. Um, I have 18 years of experience in the industry, and I authored a book on Cosmos DB for MongoDB API. This is based on my past experience with MongoDB. Uh, Currently, I'm helping a lot of organizations, ISVs, and partners to modernize their application, helping them in their journey to adopt to faster and superior database technologies. For example, Cosmos DB. Uh, SuperApp is one of my experience, which I have done recently with many customers, and I would like to share this experience with you. This is in overall context of the what Cosmos DB bring on the table, as well as I'll talk about how it is helping resolving some of the critical problem like super app. So to start with, in enterprise scenarios, you have seen that there are many silos built over the years, and you already have these silos are doing well. There is no problem in terms of businesses. Businesses are very happy, but they have some challenges which are hidden challenges in some scenarios, and scenarios are being popped up right now as we speak. Right now, everyone trying to provide a better user experience. They would like to provide a enterprise-wide experience. Uh, on top of it, nowadays it is very important to make sure that you are optimizing your cost and the management overhead you are bringing on the table. User engagement is important from a varied business scenarios. One of the scenario could be that you have various businesses, and those businesses are having a varied growth. Some businesses are booming like anything, and some businesses are slow. And of course, businesses need help from their peers so that you can perform a lot of cross sell and upsell and provide a opportunity to grow to a lower performing business as well. So this is something that's can be solved using super app. This is a platform. It is not a single application. Of course it is sounding like a application, but it's basically kind of platform. That platform is providing a single interface, and that interface can provide a seamless connectivity among all of your businesses. Super app does not mean that you are going to rewrite your all the business application from the scratch. Super app is actually providing you orchestration. Hence, you will be able to provide many interfaces. It could be a mobile interface, it could be a real-time web user interfaces, and it could be different modern chat application, etc. So those interfaces are basically built on top of the orchestration layer. Now, orchestration is important. Hence, what you need to do is basically you need to provide a scalable model so that what we are talking about right now is basically creating a unified experience. And when you are talking about the unified experience, you are actually going to create a you know an platform which is trying to receive all the requests coming in from various different sources, and all these hits are basically a business opportunity. And if you are not able to convert that business opportunity into your real business, then it is a lost business for you. Hence, it is super critical to make sure that the backbone of super app should be very scalable, because you can't expect your legacy enterprise portfolio to give you a scalable aspect of the application. Now, of course, super app have varied use cases in the industry. I just outlined the use cases which I'm seeing right now in the industry, and there are many more use cases which are available out there, and you just need to keep a tap on the problems I have just stated. And some of the things which I have come across is of course loyalty management, bill payment, digital stores, e-commerce, offline commerce, e-commerce, wealth management, order management. Specifically in terms of if you are basically having a customer profiling, you are having a integrated wallet, etc. These are very very niche use cases, and those cases are already very predominant that they are looking to have an orchestration layer for SuperApp. If I just look at the readiness perspective, whether is industry is ready, or are you really looking at a futuristic aspect of the application? The answer is no. Right now, this is a current demand. Customer is actually expecting a seamless experience. Whether it is an internal customer or external customer doesn't matter now. Nowadays, you have to provide a seamless user experience. And one of the important thing, which is I highlighted earlier as well, that varied business growth is basically can be solved by having a handshake between businesses. And there you can basically look at how to have a lower time to market. So let's say if you are providing a seamless experience, how you can take that seamless experience as quickly as possible to the market, and then as soon as the market adopt to your experience, how you can further improvise, because it's not that innovation is never be a done and dusted thing. It is a continuous improvement. Hence you need to look at the feedback. It should be a constant feedback channel which will be providing you information from various aspects. Hence you need to make sure that you are able to provide all the APIs, all the services required, and last not the least, but you should have an optimal approach. It is not expected that the legacy application has to be thrown away and you will be rewriting everything from scratch. It has to utilize what is existing and then provide the performance and the scalability at the same time. On top, I mean, with the optimized cost. So this is a the need of an hour. So the key technical expectation from a super app is that it should be highly performant and secure. Um, it should have superbly high velocity towards reads and writes. Uptime guarantees has to be carried forward. It should have an open architecture so that it can embrace the newer tech stacks, and the real-time data exchange is something that's very important, so that you can start from wherever you like, and you can end whenever the capabilities you are sufficiently achieve. So Cosmos DB provides all of this requirement to the point. So it start from like have a guarantees read and write for 10 milliseconds, and we have 5 nines of availability guarantee. Cosmos DB has a superbly high velocity towards the reads and writes. It does have a functionality called auto scale. The open architecture, because we are embracing all the open source solutions like Cassandra, MongoDB, Gremlin, etc. And the real-time data exchange is there, where you have Cosmos DB's schema-less capabilities. So those are important point when it comes to super app, because it has to be a flexible layer as much as possible. It should not break if your source system or your legacy system are changing by any means, whether it is adding the schema, removing the schema, or something like that. The orchestration layer should be able to handle it beautifully. Cosmos DB is born in the cloud, so it's not a single machine system. It's basically a distributed environment. Hence, you will be able to utilize Cosmos DB to any extent. There is no limit in terms of how many number of shards it can require behind the scenes, and it can go to a fairly high velocity. So, what are the key capabilities of a super app? So, these are the important things. If you look at carefully, these every pointer here is denoting that you look at from a application modernization perspective, and you look at from a continuous improvement. So, if of course once you are deploying, it is basically a start of a journey. It is never be a you're done with the application and you're sorted. No, the answer is that your journey starts from there. So you need to constantly improvise. You need to pick up modifications, and you need to also look at how you can further optimize um, your application. So it's a continuous improvement, which will be of course utilizing the best of breed deployment infrastructure from cloud, and of course the scalable app infrastructure. So these are just high level component which I'm just highlighting. There could be a many more complexities which you may be carrying in your application. Core components of the application is I'm just highlighting for the simple reference, but it could be further complex, or it could be simpler depending upon your use case. So if you look at this carefully, what I have referred to is the existing application. It could be CRM, EDW, data marts. You would have a core platform which is feeding data to the speed layer. There could be traditional data. There could be data lake. All these guys are basically pushing data into speed data layer, and application and APIs will be solely looking at the data from the speed layer. Now, this speed layer has a responsibility to deliver the data. This is again a high-level module-level design. So you may have multiple modules like authentication, single sign-on, customer profile, clickstream, financial application, APIs. You could have payment integrations. You could have a services layer. You could have data and analytics into the super app model. Here is a simple speed layer architecture. This speed layer architecture starts from seeding the data from RDBMS or your data lake analytical store. So this data is basically being pushed to Cosmos DB. The Cosmos DB layer is a speed layer. Now it is basically pushing data to various modules. There could be a requirement of caching. So we have a Cosmos DB integrated cache, and then this is for the workloads which require the stale reads. They're okay with the stale reads, so it will provide the cheaper reads. So some modules may be utilizing, the Cosmos DB integrated cache. Some modules may be utilizing Cosmos DB directly if they don't look to read the stale data. Cosmos DB also have STAP capability, means that the data is available, for analytics. Hence, you can utilize Synapse Link using Cosmos DB. So Synapse Link you can use to perform your analytical queries. It could be machine learning queries or something like that. So the idea is that this overall orchestration layer, which I'm depicting from module standpoint, these modules are basically connecting to Cosmos DB, and then Cosmos DB is getting all the data from different sources. So this is how you will be able to scale out and able to provide a better performant layer from your super app standpoint. This could have interfaces. It could have various different integrations. All these integrations will be coming via, it could be via APIs, or yeah, I mean, that's what the industry standard is, that you can utilize the API layers so that you can have a control on how much uh, um, an application can integrate and how much they can consume. So this is just a sample, because sample journey. You start the data from your existing data sources, and then you are ingesting into the environment. Before that, you can have a staging environment. You may have multiple transform zones. After that, what you can do, you can basically perform some analytical machine learning as well. Now, what you can store, what you will be storing into Cosmos DB is basically raw data. You will have analytical data, the outcome of analytics specifically. You would have scorings, which is an outcome of machine learning. So that all those um, outcome of analytics and machine learning can be utilized. So all those are getting stored as a part of the entity itself. It will be, a simple attribute. For example, let's say churn score of a customer, or it could be product affinity of a product itself. So you may have multiple entities into Cosmos DB, and you will have attributes of those entities, maybe multiple dimensions. Simple attributes, analytical attributes, or machine learning attributes, and you can pick and choose whenever there is a need. We also have a cognitive search integration. So just in case you have a requirement of search, here we are just demarcating from query to search, query versus search. So when you have a requirement of search, you can just integrate, and you're basically be able to search full text search in using cognitive search service, and then all of your queries or read operations can be performed, or writes operation can be performed using Cosmos DB. This is a simple data reference architecture, one of the sample actually. So you have data coming from various sources, and then what you do is basically you are pushing data into Cosmos DB, and from there you can basically do a serve. Cosmos DB, if you look at the last box, it is coming under serving layer. So whatever orchestration we are talking about, or you have any other data delivery requirement, you are basically utilizing Cosmos DB specifically into serving layer. So Cosmos DB is actually a serving layer. Although we do have step capability, but step capability is to make sure that whatever you are serving, you'll basically be able to get it for your analytics, real-time analytics. It would have a delay of less than 2 minutes, but it will give you the real-time analytics behind the scenes, so that you can actually have machine learning running on top of the serving data. So this is all from my side, and thank you so much for listening. Yeah, see you later. Thank you.